Inhale slowly. Absorb your breathing. Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently rub your palms. Make a cup shape, put it on your eyes, and just blink your eyes and feel the warmth throughout your body. Namaste, Arhom. Namaste, Yoga Bandhus. Welcome all. 31st Mega Workshop, 108 speakers, 108 days, 108 topics by Yoga University of Americas in association with Rotary Bangalore Global Yoga Club and Swami Vivekananda Yoga Research and Holistic Health Trust. By the blessings of our Guru, Dr. Yogi Devraj Guruji, and support from our VC, Dr. Rajshekar Reddy Sir, myself, Dr. Savita Ramaraja. Today we have a resourceful person from UP, Dr. Vijay Tiwari Sir. Sir, welcome to the platform. He's the president, IECSME. Their having idea is not just education. It is a skill development, industry partnership, entrepreneurs, and employment generation in all the sectors with global linkage for Vishwaguru Bharat. Their focus is on making 2.5 lakhs Grama Panchayats as an enterprise with investment plan of rupees 5 lakhs crore and aligning rural India with the vision of $5 trillion economy of Honorable Prime Minister of India. He is the president of Indo European Chambers and Small and Medium Enterprises, international coordinator, IECSME, and then is a coordinator in Yoga University of Americas. Today's topic, IECSME Kamdhenu chairs roles and responsibilities of stakeholders. Sir, welcome to the platform. Stage is yours. You can go ahead.
Pranam. I'm thankful to Yoga University of Americas, Florida, USA, and Rotary Yoga Bangalore, and Yuva
for organizing such a beautiful program of 108 yogis and 108 topics. We are establishing Kamdhenu chairs in every university of India, and we are kind enough that Yoga University of Americas has partnered in this initiative where University Grant Commission, All India Council for Technical Education and Association of Indian Universities joined hands to start this beautiful program of empowering youth. What's happened is, over the long period of slavery, we have made our Gram Panchayats into a begging bowl. So, idea is to make them as an enterprise. Gram Panchayats as an enterprise, and for that, we are establishing Kamdhenu chairs in every university of yoga, every university of India. How Kamdhenu chair will operate? See, we have 29 subjects of Panchayati Raj given to us by Constitution. So there is an opportunity for management students or young budding from any stream to come forward and partner in this 100 crore rupees investment plan in every development block of India. So which counts to about 1 to 2 crore rupees per Gram Panchayat. Our Gram Panchayat is 3-tier system where we have Gram Panchayats, then we have block and taluka where we have about 50-60 on an average Gram Panchayats. Then we have Jila Panchayat. So this is our structure of Panchayati Raj system. We are approaching all the banks of India. In fact, 24 ministries of India have been already, we have associated them since 2017. So once the projects start pouring in, the banks, the ministries will come forward to help in these projects. Idea is to firstly make USPs of the Gram Panchayats. I'll just give you an example. Like, we all have to look for what is good in the village or in the Gram Panchayat. It could be a person, it could be a temple or a spiritual place, it could be a tourism place, it could be anything. We can just find an idea to create USP of the Gram Panchayat. What I did, because I come from a very normal background, and I am kind enough to, thankful to God that I had the opportunity of traveling half the world, meeting a lot of people, interacting with national, international, any corporates, government sector, private, everything. So I started exploring what is the USP of my Gram Panchayat, my village. My village is a very small village, but one thing we have is our Gotra is Shandilya Gotra. So that was normally used only in the pujas. Then I started exploring, I started thinking on it. Then I found out that Shandilya ji, Maharshi Shandilya, was a teacher to ancestor of Lord Rama, Raja Dilip. He was also a teacher to Nanda Baba. In Bhagavatam it is mentioned. Then he is also referred by Adi Guru Shankaracharya, Shandilya Bhakti Sutra. Shandilya Upanishad is completely Yoga Sutras, and he is a Rishi of Satyuga. So I branded my village as a Shandilya Dham. It is in Ayodhya, and every year we created a program of honoring 30 people above 60 who have done some social work, some cause for the society in different form. It could be by helping their children to grow, by helping society grow. So we just started this. And last year, Yogi Devraj ji was in our village. He stayed there for a night, and we have partnered with them to give a land for development of a university campus in special spiritual zone, Ayodhya. So this is how we do the branding in a village. Now, once we are talking of creating self-employed CEOs for Panchayati Raj institutions, for which we are having a program, grand program, international program in New Delhi in Ashoka Hotel, where I think about 30-40 countries will participate and 24 ministries will participate. I have already, we are in process, we have already invited Honorable Prime Minister and President of India. So idea is that we have to start considering our Gram Panchayats, which could be 30 to 40,000 crores, even more, net worth, as an enterprise. And then we have to create a management person there. It's not necessary that he is from that village or he's from that state. He could be from anywhere. So, like I spoke to our registrar in university, that we have about 75 people who have completed PhD. So they can start working with me on making initial things where the further people will follow how Kamdhenu chairs will be established in various universities, how about 10,000 people will do PhD for development blocks, that how investment can come to a development block, what is the USP, and how it could be marketed to at the global platform. So this is what we are doing. Every Gram Panchayat or every Taluka or every block has a USP. Like, I'll just give you another example. Originally we are not from Ayodhya. Our ancestors came from Gorakhpur. So now it is part of the area on Saryu River, which comes to Ayodhya, which is also in Ayodhya. So there is a small village from where we migrated, my ancestors migrated, ancestors long back migrated to Ayodhya. The place is called Pindi village, Pindi. And we are fortunate to have President of India past, Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma ji from that village. He's from our family. Then we also had Kamalapati Tripathi ji, who was cabinet minister and also chief minister of Uttar Pradesh. Then we also had Keshrinath Tripathi ji, who expired recently. He was governor of West Bengal and one or two more states, and he was also speaker of Uttar Pradesh. So now, and then we have many more personalities. So we create the USP of Pindi Gram Panchayat. We have about 10,000 acres of land there on Saryu River. So now, if someone plans to have plan for developing Pindi Ground, Pindi village, we would love to partner with him or her. So this is how we have to target our objectives, because this is what will be the Vishwaguru Bharat. Vishwaguru Bharat will not be what is happening in Ukraine and Russia. And it will not be what is happening in Europe or US, where we have zombies on the roads, we have drugs, we have shooting in the schools. So this is not what Vishwaguru Bharat will be. And this is what is our objective, that firstly we create Kamdhenu chairs in Indian universities, help our 2.5 lakh Gram Panchayats to become self-employed enterprises. Then about 150 countries are there, and we are inviting, I'm writing mail to almost all of them, that how they can establish Kamdhenu chairs in their countries, in their universities, and they can help their rural part. I'll just give you another example. There is a small country in Africa, Burundi. I don't know, you may have heard about it or not heard. Burundi. Burundi, during COVID period, there was not a single case of COVID reported from Burundi. So the ambassador is a very good friend of mine. So we met, and I told why we don't have any cases of COVID in Burundi. She said, we don't have any direct flight from anywhere of the world in Burundi. So that is one thing, we don't have COVID. Secondly, we are land of honey and milk. So we have in abundance. But what West has done to many parts of many countries, similarly they have some good things also can be given to their credit, but most of the things are not so good. Like, we have left our ancient wisdom. We have our food values have gone. Ayurveda, Ayush, now slowly we are picking up Ayush again, thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, that we have International Yoga Day. But we have to understand that we all have to practice Ayush in our daily life. I was in Bangalore with Yogi Devrajji. So what happened, very interesting. We went to a restaurant for a dinner. And what happened there, that I ordered for masala dosa because it's good in Bangalore, so I wanted to change taste. Then I asked for a finger bowl to wash hands. He was giving finger bowl to other people, but the waiter denied the finger bowl to us just because he said no, it is only for people who order North Indian food. I said, we are in Karnataka, we are in Bangalore, and I am having dosa, but you cannot, you're not giving me a finger bowl to wash my fingers. I said, this is ridiculous. This is not right. So we have to change the perception and the mindset of people that we have to listen, this is India, we are heading for Vishwaguru Bharat, and we have to understand what is Sanatana Dharma. It's very unfortunate, one of our ministers from Tamil Nadu spoke bad about Sanatana Dharma. People don't understand what is Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is one, what was there, what will be there, and what is there. It's the truth. So we have to understand. I don't know how these people think and what they are heading for and what they want to happen in this country. The other day I also had one video, not against anything, but point is, when person like Rahul Gandhi wears Janeyu then talks of that he's from Dattatreya Gotra. I don't know whether he understands about Dattatreya or not. Dattatreya is one of the incarnations. We have to understand who has all three Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh in him. There is a long story, and we have written one book with one of our Italian friends in Italian. Then it was translated in Spanish and many languages. So Dattatreya had 24 teachers, and one of the teachers was a prostitute. We have to understand what depth this Sanatana Dharma philosophy has. What are we talking about? And similarly, Kamdhenu. Kamdhenu is not just the cow. It's a cow which is supposed to be having all 33 Koti Devas, Devi Devatas. There are types of Devi Devatas, what Sanatana Dharma or Hindu mythology says. They are inside. And Kamdhenu has capacity to give everything to this mankind. But we have to understand and we have to maintain balance with the nature, with surroundings, with people. How can we think of killing people or killing animals and then having balance with nature? This is not possible. And we all have to be very careful of what we are doing and where we are heading for. See, we are very simple people, we Indians, we people who follow Sanatana Dharma or who practice yoga. How can you practice yoga if you're just killing some animal and then you want to eat? You take all the fear of that animal within you. In our Ayush systems, in our Ayurvedic systems, when we go to a plant, we firstly request it to that we request you to come with me so that I am able to heal so and so person who is sick of this sickness. And then we give a time to that Aushadhi, that I will be coming on Amuk Nakshatra, Amuk Tithi, and to take you to for that patient. And there is a ritual in the preparation of the medicine. It's such a great system we have in India, in our Bharat. But so for 10,000 PhDs, will jointly market in the globe that this is the USP of this PhD. This is what we are talking about. This is the USP of this block or area. And this is what can be developed in various sectors. And this is what we propose to do. So this is what Kamdhenu chair means. This is what is marketing the unmarketed India. We have been traveling to various parts of India, and now we have joined hands with Bharati Vidya Bhavan. Recently, we also joined, so Bharati Vidya Bhavan is coming with us with their about 26 colleges. They have 5 management institutes, and earlier I was honored to have been part of 3 important programs of Government of India. I was National Coordinator for Rural Business Hubs, which was a similar idea, but I think timing was not right. Then we had one HRD program, AICT, IECSME SAGI initiative, where Honorable Prime Minister had asked every member of Parliament to adopt a village. That is Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana. But unfortunately, none of the villages have become Adarsh. Because Adarsh is what? Adarsh is the model village will have crime, it will be crime free. It will have no migration, rather reverse migration. Happiness index. See, we have to understand when Kamdhenu chair is active, happiness index has to improve. Presently, we have been rated very low in happiness index. and our students who are doing PhDs or who will study in various courses in Yoga University of Americas or Kamdhenu chair should consider happiness index. It's a very important aspect. 2 days back we had a suicide in IIT Delhi. It's almost every 15 days, 20 days, 1 month we have suicide. We have suicide in Kota. It's in Rajasthan. Because we all are just crazy about the government jobs. We have to go beyond it. Why, I don't know, I speak to people, why they are crazy about civil services or government jobs. Just because, okay, it gives you one kind of security, but according to me, even a cabinet secretary cannot buy a decent house with his normal salary. But many IAS officers, bureaucrats, they have thousands crores of in their banks. And recently we can see cases of corruption in many places. So are we heading for this just for corruption, just for cheating people? That's why we go to government jobs. Come to enterprises, become enterprises. Why don't you target to be like in Fortune 500 companies? Our one gram panchayat is 30 to 40,000 crore rupees. We are talking of investment plan of 1 to 2 crore rupees in every gram panchayat. But we need a proper person who handles it, who knows the banking, who knows project making, who knows how to create USPs, who knows what is branding, who knows what is international market. Because you have to produce what can be sold abroad or sold in other parts. So we have to understand this. If we talk of yoga or Ayush or Indian food, we have to eat that food. We have to enjoy, we have to look healthy. I find everywhere people are stopping to cook in their houses. In Bangalore, I was I was lucky that we had one soup there, soup of this is drumstick. So it's very healthy. So there is one lady who has done patent on that. So this is what we have to help. We have to create international markets for such people. One more thing, what we are doing in November 25th every year, Indo-European Chamber of Small and Medium Enterprises organizes, since last 15 years, this will be 16th edition, we do National Women Excellence Awards every year. On 25th November, every year, it's a UN Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women. So this year, we just had one tie-up in Bangalore. Raviji was there with me, and then we did one agreement with the School of Ancient Wisdom. So I told Raviji, our registrar, that we should have one program here this year. 75 women, 75 dishes of different kind, and we give them award. So every woman gets one dish of what, and then makes a recipe. What is its usage? It could be chutney, it could be soup, it could be sambar, it could be anything, you know. She has to create that idea, and she should be enterprising. The idea is enterprise. And then how we can market it globally, that's another thing. So this is what we have to do. This is part of Kamdhenu chair. So we will be helping in this, and for this what we are doing is, we have to come on enterprising mode. So what we are doing, we are creating entrepreneurship clubs in all the degree colleges where we establish the idea of entrepreneurship club is taking students to corporate functioning. So they become the members of the entrepreneurship club, and then every week or fortnightly they are meeting like a boardroom meeting, and they are interacting with various corporates, various other Kamdhenu chairs, creating their own ideas of startups or innovations, planning about their gram panchayats, their development blocks, and then marketing with us. Some of them may be doing PhD in the future, or they could be self-employed CEOs. So this is one sector. What we are doing is that we are establishing entrepreneurship clubs in degree colleges. This is very important. I think most of the India, except one or two states, I know, Gujarat, I know many people don't want to take jobs because सीधा सीधा वो बोलते हैं धंधा, what business. So this is what we have to get into these students from beginning itself. We have to because government jobs are less, and we have to stop this crazy mindset for government jobs. नौकरी को हमको दिमाग से निकाल देना है, स्लेवरी को निकाल देना है. नौकरी is like slavery. See, I remember when I was invited for a function in Bangalore, गर्भाधान संस्कार पे हम लोग बात की. Vice Chancellor of the university, the new Vice Chancellor, so recently appointed, so Rajshekhar ji, he gave a beautiful talk on Garbhadan Sanskar, with the research what he's doing, how a baby and the mother responds to a certain actions. But Garbhadan Sanskar also, see, we have 16 samskaras, and all of them are very important. We have to understand. It has scientific reasoning and meaning behind it. And I think our students of Yoga University of Americas are working on many of it. In Garbhadan Sanskar also, it is not during the pregnancy. In fact, we have to work before pregnancy, before man and women, or girl or boy, or bridegroom or bride meets. Because what mindset they have in their mind, what is in their mind, that is what comes to the child. Because we pray for the souls, divine souls. We plan for that. This is all missing. This is nowhere in West. I don't know, many of you would be following Elon Musk. 5-6 शादी हो गया, 7-8 children, or many of them have disowned him. This is not what we are looking for in India or Vishwaguru Bharat. We are not, everybody needs money, but we don't have to be that kind of crazy where you don't know, we are like animals, or सब कुछ क्या क्या हो रहा है, हमको इसको ध्यान देना है. हमारा, we are very lucky. See, I'm thankful to my ancestors, my family, my parents, that we have a family. And India is if you cannot respect your family, you cannot respect people around you, you cannot respect your parents, you cannot respect your siblings, you cannot respect your classmates, your batchmates, you cannot respect people in your village, You cannot respect animals. You cannot respect the nature around you. I'll just give you another example. Very crazy, but you may. This is just a quote. We are having a lot of development in Ayodhya. For many people, we are also happy that the birthplace of Ram is being developed. Land cost is going, but what we have done, in the name of development, we have made 5 big roads. Thousands and thousands of old trees have been destroyed. It's finished. When we used to go there, so it was such a beautiful. So trees are gone, and land values have shot. We have a lot of cases in courts because many people who sold their land in past, now because suddenly government has acquired, so this thing has become another problem. Thousands and thousands of new cases in courts because we have not lost that value. We sold, or my parents or my family sold that land 20-30 years back, but some documentation was missing. I go to court, I say this is my land because now I am getting compensation. And we have this thousands and thousands of cases in the special spiritual zone around 125 kilometer radius of India. So this is one what modernization. In fact, I told our past governor Ram Nayak ji and also chief minister that we should not have a development like Mathura, Vrindavan we have. You may have gone to Mathura, Vrindavan, but there is no place for parking. You cannot walk, and there is so much of rush. Recently there was some case also where a lot of crowd was there. We have to understand one thing in spirituality, that we don't have to be crazy about running to a place, because हमारे यहाँ तो बोलते हैं कण कण में भगवान है, और हमारा जो ओल्ड विलेज है, जो पिंडी गांव है, हमारे जो पूर्वज एंसेस्टर्स, what they used to do on the river bank of Saryu, they used to make one pindi, Shivalinga, linga type of thing, and then pray there, put water, pray. Because the concept of Shivalinga is Shivalinga touching 5 elements 24/7. It is not covering, then sona chada do or usko piyo. This is all for, I don't know, there is not idea of Sanatana Dharma. Because spirituality is missing, rituals have taken shape of the spirituality, and rituals we call spirituality. We have to understand there is a difference between rituals and spirituality. So, 5 elements we have to understand: Agni, Vayu, Akash, Prithvi, Jal. And Shiva, when we chant the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, we are praying the nature, whom we call Shiva, that you, from your 5 elements, that is Agni, Vayu, Akash, Prithvi and Jala, balance my 5 elements of my body so that my ailments are removed, my body is charged. And if you can see, in past in our villages, our ancestors used to get small stones from rivers or sea and put in open, and then they used to water that. That was a kind of spirituality we had, जिसको हम लोग कण कण में भगवान की बात करते हैं. अभी तो हम बड़े बड़े हमने खूब टेम्पल, क्योंकि टेम्पल्स का जो कॉन्सेप्ट रहा है, ये राजा महाराजाओं ने इसको बड़ा बड़ा बनाया है. It was never in the Sanatan Dharma. I with authority can speak. The concept of temple is not a Brahminical concept at all, because उसमें spirituality खत्म होता जाता है, उसमें comfort zone खत्म होता जाता है, फिर उसमें families का intervention आ जाता है. साधना का उसमें फैमिली मीन्स नॉट फैमिली दैट कि वहीं पे पंडित जी भी है, वहीं पे उसका वाइफ भी है, वहीं उसका बच्चा भी है, फिर वो पूरा जहाँ पे वो दान के ऊपर जीवित रहने का क्रम आता है, वहां से उसका डिग्रेडेशन शुरू हो जाता है। हमने हमारे गांव में एक शिवलिंग बनाया है, उसके ऊपर कोई छत नहीं है जैसे शिवलिंग होना चाहिए, क्योंकि इट हैज टू टच 5 एलिमेंट्स 24/7। फिर इट हैज टू बी ओपन फॉर एवरीवन 24 आवर्स। एवरीवन मीन्स एवरी कास्ट। हमको रात को जाना है इमरजेंसी में, हमको भगवान से रात में मिलना है, वो पंडित जी को बोलेंगे चाबी लेके आने के लिए, फिर वो पंडित जी बोलेंगे नहीं अभी ठाकुर जी सो रहे हैं, बिहारी जी सो रहे हैं। अरे बिहारी जी, ठाकुर जी, शिव जी, राम जी, हम ह्यूमन फॉर्म की तो बात नहीं करते हैं, वो कभी सोते नहीं है। जो इतना बड़ा क्रिएटर है, जो पूरे सृष्टि को चला रहा है, वो सोएगा कैसे? वो तो चेतना जो है 24/7 है। हम what we do is for our own comfort, so we have to understand all these things. We have to put, when we are writing PhDs, when we are writing our papers, we have to make sure that we are in the spiritual path, not just the ritual path. उसमें अलग अलग लोगों ने अलग अलग समय पे कहा है, जैसे कि माला फेरत जुग भया, फेरा न मन का फेर, कर का मन का डालते, मन का मन का फेर। यानी कि जो मन का चैंटिंग है उसमें हम काम करें, वो उस स्पिरिचुअलिज्म की हम लोग, उस स्पिरिचुअलिटी की हम लोग बात करें, उसमें वो कामधेनु चेयर है। हम हृदय से किसी को हेल्प करने की उसमें आज टुडे व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इन एवरी रिलेशनशिप वी हैव अ बिजनेस। दिस इज नॉट इंडियन कॉन्सेप्ट, वी नेवर हैड दिस, बट नाउ मे बी इट्स हस्बैंड वाइफ, उसके में भी कॉमर्शियल वो है, बच्चे में भी कॉमर्शियल वो है। हमको थोड़ा इससे बचने की जरूरत है। कॉमर्शियल ठीक है, इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट, बट it should not be in the front. तो ये सब कामधेनु चेयर के एस्पेक्ट्स को हम लोग ध्यान रखते हुए इसमें काम करेंगे। It's a very difficult task. It's not very easy because we have a system where we have thousands and thousands years of slavery mindset. Then we have a different feudalistic kind of ruling we had. Then we had Mughals. Then we had British. Then now 75 years, same British ruling in a different kind of form. It has its own strength, but it has its own weakness also. We also have to ensure that youth like son of Stalin, I don't know, I don't know whether I should be quoting or not, but it's very important for Kamdhenu Chair and Sanatan Dharma that we have to understand this. We cannot just say anything about anything without knowing. हमने तो because I meet a lot of people, I'll be introducing some of them to this platform also of 108. In fact, today only I had a call from France. There is one yogi there in Yogi Andre Rail. He told me that you are doing this program with 108 yogis and all in one day. No, I said this is series, and if you want, I will request the university and the organizers that I can put your name there. So he has written Ramayana in French, and he is expert on Nidra Yoga. So this is, we are associated with thousands and thousands of such schools across the globe. So this is what we'll be addressing in Kamdhenu Chair. We have to understand that Our Gram Panchayats are not begging bowls. And we as Indians and all the people who listen to this or watch this should understand that every Gram Panchayat is worth 30 to 40,000 crores. It's not a begging bowl. And we have to, in past it was like that. Now we have to make it. See, 30, 40,000 crore worth asset is lying waste. उत्तराखंड में 1700 गांव खाली हो गए. They are called ghost villages. People have vacated villages. So Kamdhenu chair will address to various problems of this country in rural India, associating with various technologies developed anywhere in the globe. With IT, artificial intelligence, IoT, how it can be linked to globe, how it can be marketed to the globe, how our every Gram Panchayat becomes a tourism place. There is one Ashoka, it's part of our Ministry of Culture. There's Ashoka Institute of Hotel Management. So we are joining hands with them. I also had talked with Leela Group that they should train our self-employed CEOs through these Kamdhenu chairs to become self-employed CEOs in the field of tourism, in the field of hospitality sector. Every village, I know about many places like Kerala. I know people have made good houses, and now many people are not staying because there are a lot of NRIs. Similarly, in Punjab, many villages, people have made houses, big houses, but now they are for sale. Even in Gujarat, we have a lot of NRIs, but they are for sale. I am sure in many other parts of Karnataka also, other places, in villages, people make big houses, but they are not utilized. So if we train these people to understand the concept of hospitality management, so which we will be doing, and I will also be associating Yoga University of Americas with it. These people can create hospitality industry by identifying 10, 15 properties which has one room with attached toilet and bathroom and kitchen, which can be converted into a small guest room. So it can be put on one thing, and then it can be marketed. This boy or girl, firstly, will create USP of the village. Secondly, he will understand, he will also market. I know one village in Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, they have made entire village is like a library. So anyone, and it's global village now. It's on the world map. Anyone who wants to read books goes to this village, reads books, and it has a local food, interacts with local people, writes his books, and it's on the world map. So this is what we have to do for every Gram Panchayat of India. So this is what a Kamdhenu chair will be doing. We are also having one, we are getting into two types where we'll be involving the university. One is, we already have, university has already approved. See, what's happening, we have dental courses. We have two problems. Because Kamdhenu chair has to address every kind of problem, whichever is there in the village or in India or any part of the world. This is what will be Vishwaguru Bharat. Kamdhenu chair we two joint ventures we are starting. One is dental. In dentistry, the dental colleges near cities are full of seats. But dental colleges which are in the rural areas have vacant seats. People don't want to do BDS. Despite dental industry is growing, it's so costly, and India can take use of it. People are coming from US, Europe, Middle East for their dentist treatments. So if these villages or these Kamdhenu chairs can address to it, we are starting one program on dental assistant with one or two groups in US, UK, and we are just structuring it. So Yoga University of Americas has already approved that course. Another thing what we are doing is we are tying up with one very big spiritual place of Delhi, which has about 70-80 acres of land, where we'll be starting some PhD program. It has all the religious places in one place. Because when we talk of unity in diversity, people have to understand what are various religions or sects, why they evolved at that time, and is it necessary today or not, or what new can be taken forward for future for the Vishwa Guru Bharat. So that place has 24 hours yajna. Every night is Diwali there. They celebrate every festival of whatever is there on the globe. They celebrate there. There is a church there. There is a mosque there. There is a temple there. There is a gurdwara there. There is a place of Buddhism there. There is a place of Jainism there. There is a place of Parsi there. So in future, when people from university come, they can visit this place. And they can also stay there. So we'll make arrangement where they can go and stay. There is a langar. Every day there is a langar there. So they can enjoy that. They can stay there. It's in Delhi itself, in Chhatarpur area. So these all are interventions what we'll be doing in Kamdhenu chair. That place is already, spiritual place has offices or places in about 90 countries. So this is one more thing what I discussed with Raviji, that to connect all the students who have done PhD from Yoga University of Americas with me to work on the Kamdhenu chair, write papers and be part of this. So I think there are about 75 students who have done it. So my target is that 75 countries, the poorest of the poor countries, because about 150 countries will need Kamdhenu chair in future. So these 75 students choose 75 countries. We start planning how Kamdhenu chair can be established there, how we can help them in developing their rural areas, and how these people who will be writing papers, how they can become tomorrow consulates or ambassadors or goodwill ambassadors of that country. They can represent India, they can represent that country, they can understand and they can develop it. So 75 countries, and then also take 75 backward districts of our country. We have about 125 districts as per Niti Aayog, which are backward districts. Earlier it was called backward districts. Now it is called aspirational districts. So we have to develop these aspirational districts. And so 75, and link them with 75 universities of India, which are active in that region, in that district. So it becomes 75 countries, 75 districts, 75 universities, and our roadmap for Vishwa Guru Because if there is a Vastu of a village, then we know the water bodies, the plants, the trees, the direction, the flow. So we have to understand. So this one aspect we will be dealing of Vastu in future for these Gram Panchayats, and it will be part of the Kamdhenu chair, because astrology and Vastu go hand in hand. We have to understand, and they are very important part of Kamdhenu chair. We have to understand this. It is not just something mythology. We have to see. We have to understand two important dates, like what we are doing in our village. Every Amavasya, we have Havan in night. So what we hear from our ancestors, that when we pray, when we do Yogah in night of Amavasya, it's the darkest in the month, we are praying for our ancestors. पूर्वजों के लिए हम लोग प्रेयर करते हैं, and every Amavasya is like Shivaratri, and it's in open, it's in we are doing there. So these are some very important aspects which we have to take in Kamdhenu chair. We have to understand Sanatana Dharma. We have to understand this country. We have to understand why this caste was created. See, caste is we have to understand why we named, and then why we had Gurukuls who had every caste learning there. And then we have Gotras, we have same Gotras in different castes. That means if we understand Sanatana Dharma, we have to understand Gotra was not only for some Brahmin or Kshatriya or Vaishya. Gotra was like school of thought. And that school of thought, slowly, when you start learning that way, you are becoming that Gotra. Like if anyone wants to learn about Shandilya Rishi, then he can come to Shandilya ashram. He can understand what is Shandilya Vidya. He can understand what is Shandilya Bhakti Sutra. He can understand what is Shandilya Upanishad. If he starts understanding and practicing, naturally he is also Shandilya Gotra. He could be from anywhere, any part of the world, and we shouldn't have any problem. We shouldn't have any problem with that. Yeah? Okay, I think I have 2 minutes more. So, what we are doing in Ayodhya, 125, we are developing 125 kilometer radius of Ayodhya as a special spiritual zone. We are identifying 108 prominent rishis whom we already have a lot of land. Like our village, we are developing into Shandilya Dham. So some village will become like for Garga Rishi, Gautam Rishi, Vashishta Rishi, Bharadwaj Rishi. And you all can contribute in that. And that will be, that is what will be the Kamdhenu chair. That is what will be Vishwaguru Bharat. Because, see, in Vishwaguru Bharat, every child of this country has to have that Guru Tattva in it. ऐसा नहीं कि एक गुरु कोई होगा वो ही विश्व गुरु होगा, ऐसा नहीं है. जब विश्व गुरु भारत होगा, भारत का कोई भी बच्चा विश्व की किसी भी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने की पोजीशन में होना चाहिए. सो दिस इज व्हाट I once again thankful to all the organizers, the Yoga University of Americas, for taking this initiative. For 108, Yogi Devraj ji was saying 108, we have to do 108. I said, okay, no problem, मैं कर दूंगा 108. तो 108 का बहुत अच्छा सीरीज है और मेरा बहुत बहुत हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं हैं, धन्यवाद है. And I request all of you to join hands. Let's make this country, Vishwaguru Bharat, a great country. And Sanatan Sanskriti, I to practice it. So I want you all to do it. Thank you very much.